Friday. It's Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It is January the 11th. It is a Thursday, and here we go with some active weather that is going to be affecting us over the coming days. Been kind of teeing this up, hopefully giving you plenty of heads up as to what's coming. We're going to have a combination of stuff going on. Uh, Heavy rain, very gusty winds. Again, we're going to be talking about winds of 30, 40, maybe even close to 50 miles per hour. There's thunderstorms in the mix, maybe some of those strong as we get into tomorrow afternoon and early evening. Then we have a big plummet in temperature, not only once, but twice. And then we have snow chances, some at first with the first hit of cold air, but the second hit of Arctic air is the one that's going to bring us a huge drop in temperature, the coldest air of the winter season so far, and the coldest air since December of 2022. All of that is coming. Everything, like I said yesterday, everything but the kitchen sink is coming with this. I know that's an old saying, but it holds true with this particular system that's coming in. So let's get started today. The calm before the storms. As we take a look at the satellite view, yes, there is a cold front just west of us, but really, it's not going to change anything. um, it'll just kind of bring up the winds a little bit more. Already the winds are starting to pick up a little this morning, but the winds will be southerly today. So I'm not anticipating a chilly wind, even though it's cold out there right now. This front's going to breeze on by, so to speak, and that's it. Skies are mainly clear. There are a few high clouds here and there, and even some fog in a couple of valley areas this morning or near bodies of water. So just keep that in mind this morning as you're traveling into work. But otherwise, pretty quiet go on this Thursday morning. I don't anticipate anything today. Sunshine about 53. It's going to be mild. Temperatures running milder than average, which is 46. Yesterday's high was 42. So we're going to be at least 10, 11, maybe 12 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, thanks to southerly winds coming in. So that's going to feel pretty good. But let's take a look at how it feels right now with the Kentucky mesonet temperatures. And you can see that we've got lots of 30s and then even a few 20s. I'll show you 29 there in Logan County near Russellville. Let's see. Then you go all the way to Campbellsville at 39 almost. Then it's 27 along the Cumberland River near Burkesville. Here in Bowling Green, 34 at the Corvette plant and at the Ag Expo Center mesonet site sensor there. So above freezing for the most part for everybody on this early Thursday morning. So we're going to see things start to take shape today. It's still going to take a while to come together, but I do anticipate rain coming in as soon as late tonight across the area. Temperatures will stay mild for a little bit longer. Then the bottom is going to fall, as you can see on the model blender over the next 10 days. Extreme cold. And I say that for us because it's something that we haven't experienced in a pretty good while. Um, Looking at mid 50s or close to the mid 50s today. Then we'll get down to about 40 as the rain comes in overnight tonight. And then the warmest day should be tomorrow for the next week, week and a half. I don't think it's going to get even close to that. We're talking about mid 50s tomorrow, very windy, mild, rain, thunderstorms, 56, 55, 56. Then the bottom falls out with the first shot of Arctic air that comes in tomorrow night. And that's when I'm expecting some of the rain to change over to snow showers. I don't think it's going to be a lot out of this system because most of the moisture will be gone by the time this colder air gets in. But you see right there, 25 for an overnight low tomorrow night into Saturday morning. So, excuse me, there may be a light dusting, or there could be some icy spots on bridges and overpasses late Friday night into Saturday morning. That's the most I anticipate out of this system. Then we get another little break, and then the temperatures really just barely get into the 20s Sunday and Monday, and then lows in the teens. But that's not the coldest air. It's close to it, but even colder air is coming after that. Another shot, as you can see, as we get into Tuesday, and that's with a snowpack on the ground. Now, initially, we are looking at some measurable snow, potential for measurable snow coming in Monday, really Sunday afternoon and evening into Monday. And as you can see, temperatures will not even be close to freezing. So this time, whatever falls is going to stay. And that snowpack makes things actually colder than what the air temperature would be without that snowpack. So the first opportunity that we get above freezing is not going to be until, as you see there, Thursday, next Thursday, a week from today. And then we go right back into the 20s and single digits and teens after that, because that'll be another system that comes in late week next week and could do the same thing all over again. So this is what I referred to on TV last night as a parade of storms, and each one is going to bring something significant, I believe. Uh, we could get a couple of inches of snow out of this system on Sunday into Monday. And if that's the case, whatever falls is going to stay. It's not going to go anywhere, it's going to freeze. So I'm hoping that you are taking this seriously. It's not going to be a huge snowstorm, but the impact from just the cold is going to make this a little more um, important, I guess is the way to term terminalize this, because it's just going to be something that we're not used to or haven't been used to for a while, but it's coming. So, not a huge snowstorm, but enough with the cold combined with it that it's going to make it problematic for everybody. Travel, there may be some power outages because we've got winds that are coming in tomorrow. They're going to be strong. There may be some trees down. There'll be a bit of a breeze, even with the snow coming in. It's just not going to be the best of weather for a few days. Let's take a look at the surface map. Here we are today. That weak cold front really just dissipates and comes on through. We'll see lots of sunshine today and temperatures in the 50s. Then we get into late tonight. Here comes our next system. Rain begins to fall late, probably after midnight tonight. Lows will be around 40, and then we go into early Friday morning, showers, wind. Look at the tight isobars here as the low deepens. This low deepens to 992, this one to 993, and they're going to get stronger as they move northeast. So expect some heavy rain, gusty winds, and yes, even the threat for a few strong thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Not everybody's going to see that. There is a risk, which I'll show you in just a minute. Now, on the backside of this system, look at that. The low deepens to 977 millibar, but it's as it gets into Indiana and the southern Great Lakes away from us. But we're still going to have the gusty winds. Again, tomorrow, winds 30, 40, maybe close to 50 miles per hour. Keep that in mind as the rain comes down. We could have some maybe sporadic tree damage and power outages. We had some the other day when the winds were strong. So expect that again. Here comes the cold front as we get into Saturday morning. Some leftover snow flurries. But again, I don't think this event is going to be here long enough or have enough leftover moisture when the colder air comes in to make it anything significant as far as snow. But look what's coming here. Right on the heels of this first system is the second system. And look at this extension of all snow because it's going to be really cold. It's going to get really cold as we get into the beginning of next week. So this is Sunday afternoon. We're covered in snow. I think it's going to come down pretty good. Again, I'm looking at a couple of inches at least, 1 to 3 is what I'm going with, just based on what I see so far. That would be the first significant snow of the season. And because of the colder air that's here, it's all going to stick around. This is into Tuesday and then into Wednesday, lingering flurries and snow showers. That looks to continue even after the initial snowfall comes in. And that's going to make for icy roads, hazardous travel. It's going to make the kids happy, but not so much the parents. Uh, yeah, because some systems will be back to school, and we'll have to deal with that. Let me show you this from the Weather Service. Now, today, the National Weather Service is planning a briefing for those of us in media and for those, first responders and things like that, emergency management, to talk up the different facets of this storm because there's so many things that are going on. Like I said, the wind, the rain, maybe the strong thunderstorms, the extremely cold temperatures, and then the snow. You've got all of that. Five different things, really more than that, that we've all got to pay attention to the next few days. So we're going to do a conference call this afternoon, and we're going to get more specifics about what's coming. But here I can break it down for you. The chance of damaging wind and wind gust in excess of 45 miles per hour tomorrow has gone up for us from 80 to close to 90%. And you see the confidence in that is high, very high. Uh, you could see tree limbs coming down, anything that's not secured outdoors, trash cans, trampolines, carports, anything that's just kind of loose and sitting outdoors, lawn furniture. We could have some problems with that, and therefore possibly some power outages. Okay. So we go from that to the possibility of, as I said, maybe a strong storm or two Friday afternoon. The main threat would be damaging winds. Um, this is going to go all the way up along the Ohio River to about Cincinnati, then over to Prestonsburg, and then on down toward Chattanooga. You can see that darker green area. It's a low end level one marginal risk, but we've seen marginal risk before even produce a weak tornado or two. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but my rule is never say zero chance. Uh, it's always a small possibility, but I do think that with the wind dynamic that is going to be with this system, certainly damage to trees and other things outdoors is a real possibility. Confidence meter, as you see down at the bottom here, is showing medium. It all depends on, again, like the other day when we had the rain and then the rain stopped and the sun came out. That's when the upper winds that were very strong, were able to be transported down to the ground. And that's when we started getting wind damage. It wasn't so much when we had the rain falling, it was when the sun tried to come out. And so that's called an inversion. And so if we can keep that layer of rain going, then there's less of a threat, I think, for damaging winds. But if we get any kind of break, allowing that the upper winds to come down to the ground, look out. We're going to have some wind damage tomorrow afternoon, and therefore maybe a few severe thunderstorm warnings. And I can't totally can't look out, or let me try that again. I can't rule out the possibility that there could be a weak tornado, but the tornado threat is end again. Okay, late weekend into early next week, chances are going up here again. We were in the 30% probability of minor impact to travel yesterday. Now we're getting into the 40% and now to 50%, a little bit further south and west of the probability of major impacts to travel because of snow. This is going to be the Sunday snow that I talked about in the Monday, confidence of that in the medium category, but it's going to come first accumulating snow of the season, and then after that, here's the Arctic blast with the negative wind chill factors and the near zero temperature. And you see the confidence in the cold temperatures, that's a 100% high confidence that's going to happen. Whether we get measurable snow or not, whether we get severe weather or not, this is the thing right here that is 100% bingo. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to be very cold, and I'm not sure we're all prepared for it. I would like to say that we are, but here it comes. I hope you're ready. Heat sources, alternative heat sources. You've got everything. And those of you that, like me, that own a generator, not saying you're going to have to use it, but I would just fire it up and be prepared. Make sure you've cleaned the filter and it's got fresh gas in it and, all that kind of stuff, just in case. Just in case. All right. You guys have a great Thursday. I'm on the radio now till 10 o'clock at Sam 100.7. The current time is just after, well, 7 o'clock right here as you're watching live. So if you're looking back at this later today, just understand all of this that I told you is as of 7 o'clock this morning. And like I said, later on, I've got a briefing call with the Weather Service. We're going to talk more about the details with these storm systems coming in. And then, of course, an update. I'll have a fresh update on everything tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on News 40 WNKY. God bless and thank you for watching and have a great day.